So today on the Only Fools and Horses podcast, we're speaking about the best moments in the Trotter van. So Chris, there's many moments, isn't there? And we welcome back Emily, first of all. How you doing, Emily?
Hi, I'm good, thank you. Sorry I missed a few. It's been
That's
very
all right.
busy. Yeah.
So Chris, there's many moments, isn't there?
There is, Chris. Yeah, you know what I'm like, bit Mr. Stato. There's 35 episodes of the 64 with the Trotter van in there. So it's in the very first episode, Big Brother, and it's in the very last episode, Sleepless in Peckham. And obviously it's on the intro credits of every episode as well. Yeah. Probably the most famous prop, would you both agree? In Fools and Horses, the most iconic prop.
Yeah,
Yeah, I suppose it
definitely.
is a prop in a way, yeah. It's much more than
Yeah,
that, but yeah.
yeah, yeah. It said there were roughly 12 vans. I've just got a little bit of a background of the vans. There was roughly 12 vans used in the series, apparently. Um, you two probably know this, but a lot of people mistaken it for Reliant Robin. It's actually a Reliant Regal Supervan 3,
Yeah,
which,
you've said before, I remember.
yeah, I mean, I've owned a Robin before my Regal, and to put them side by side, they do look quite different, to be fair. Um, Yeah, so they're made of fiberglass as well, so there's no rust on them, which is quite good. Um, Years ago, well, actually, now you can actually ride it on a motorbike license as well because it's a trike, it's a three wheeler.
Didn't
Um,
know that.
yeah, yeah. So people who went in the 70s and 60s, if you were 16, you could drive one of them. It's a bit of a cheat, really. You know, you're essentially driving a car, aren't you, at 16?
Yeah, technically, yeah.
Mm.
And why did they mix those two cars up? Was it just because they both had free wheels?
Yeah, I think so. The Robin
Yeah.
actually came later. So it's probably more common name, isn't it? You know, the Robin came later. So
Mm.
I know everybody with mine always says, "Oh, you've got a Reliant Robin, have you?" And I don't know. It's weird, but it's a bit like I don't know, calling a Ford Fiesta for me a Ford Escort, really. You know, but
Yeah.
they are similar cars, though. They are similar. Um, yeah, cheap road tax and insurance, and apparently I didn't know this. I'm not mechanical. 60 miles an hour to the gallon, so quite good. Good for Del Boy, isn't it? Getting down the market, quite cheap.
Yeah. My
Lovely
granddad had
petrol.
one years ago.
Did he? Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. I think it was an orange one though. It wasn't a yellow one, but yeah, he rolled it over apparently a few times.
Never rolled mine over, but yeah, if you take a corner a bit fast, yeah,
I
quite
can
easy
Yeah,
to
imagine
roll
that.
over.
he
Yeah,
rolled over.
you haven't got the balance. Made in Tamworth, Staffordshire. You guys perhaps don't know where that is. It's quite reasonably near to me, probably an hour away. Um, they're made between 68 and 73, so not very long. The actual model, Reliant Regal Supervan 3. And I don't know if you remember, a few years ago, I posted on the podcast, Royal Mail trialled these vans, same vans for about, in 1970, about 50 vans across the country.
I do remember, yeah, because it
Yeah,
was quite funny.
yeah. They were to replace, I think the Morris Minor they replaced, or vice versa. The Morris Minor might have replaced the Reliant, yeah. Didn't work well at all, though, not very practical. I think one might have caught fire as well, so they sort of scrapped that. Yeah. But there is one still in the museum at a place called Gaydon, apparently.
Oh,
Yeah, yeah. Do you know how much they cost brand new?
not a clue.
Shall I guess? Or
Go on.
oh, I don't know. I wouldn't have a clue actually. Trying to
Put
get,
yourself
I'll
on the
guess, and
spot.
then Emily can guess, and you
Bear
can
in
say
mind, you're
who's
talking.
closer.
You've got to bear in mind it's 60s, isn't it? Here in early 70s, late 60s, early 70s.
20 grand?
What back then? Back then?
Oh, I thought you mean now. How much are they
Oh,
worth
now?
I thought you
No,
now?
no,
meant
back then. No, back then. Back then. Brand new.
Oh,
Back
a
then.
couple £100.
You're not far off. Go on, Emily. What do you reckon? Higher or lower?
a higher for 500.
You've been doing 506. You've cheated there. You've done research, haven't you? I know. Yeah, you knew I'd be
That
grilling you.
was a
Yeah, well done.
guess.
Yeah, £506.
Wow.
Top speed. What do you reckon? Top speed?
70?
Yeah, 75. Yeah.
Yeah.
I would have
Although
said it was
Rodney,
slower than a normal car. Not
yeah,
because of the, I don't know. It's not because of the free wheels, is it?
no, it's small. The,
Engine.
the engine's only 700 cc. I think later ones had an 850, but 700 cc. Because I don't know what episode it is now. Rodney. Yeah, it's class of 62. Doesn't Rodney say it wouldn't go 70 miles an hour if you pushed it off a cliff?
Is that on School of
Yeah, school
64?
reunion. Yeah,
That's the one.
Yeah.
Yeah, with Slater.
Slater.
Yeah.
Slater.
He's arranged it.
Yeah, Slater had arrested him for speeding, hadn't he, in the Regal?
Yeah.
And he didn't-
Said he did 100 mile an hour, didn't he? In 30 or something like that.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, yeah. I know we're going to go on to the episodes in a minute, but I find it quite interesting that in the early series, after the series finished, they threw the van away, but they kept the rear doors and side panels and then stuck them onto the new van for the new series.
Oh,
Yeah, which you wouldn't really think, would you?
I didn't know that.
What was
Yeah.
the reason for that? Was there a reason, or was it just?
I think it was cheaper, Chris, than to store it, I think.
Oh, fair enough.
Yeah.
It seems a shame, but
Lost a few vans. First two series, it was a different number plate as well, to what we end up with.
Yeah, I noticed that.
Mm.
Other week I was watching it and I noticed the number plates are different.
Yeah, so in some of the
it's a
famous...
bit like the number of the Trotter Flat, isn't it? I did a quiz, and this was the impossible question, really. I did get it from the actual documentary of Only Fools and Horses, but there's more than one number of the flat, isn't there? And it's the same with the number plate of the van.
Yeah,
I didn't know that. Never noticed that.
I wouldn't have a clue on the flat number, if I'm honest with you. I'd be guessing. I don't know it. But like it's on the door, isn't it? Sometimes when people
not every time, but sometimes you see it, and it varies.
I'm gonna keep looking now.
I didn't realise either, but I found out.
Yeah. So the first two series, I think it's a proper number plate, APL 911H, and then Diamonds for Heather is Series 2 Christmas Special. It reverts to the DHV 938D, which is fictitious. We had that number plate ever since then.
Yeah, that's the one that I remember, the DHV one.
Is it possible to get a personalised number plate of that?
No, in a word, it's a fictitious one. You can get one close, like I've got. I'm a letter out with mine, aren't I? An A at the end, mine is.
I was just thinking that would make the van even more valuable, wouldn't it? Like memorabilia and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. You can't get that original, no. Yeah, so that's it really. That's my little summary on the van. Yeah,
that's great, and I am very impressed because both Emily and Chris are wearing Only Fools and Horses t-shirts with the van.
I got mine from the musical.
Oh
nice.
Yeah.
It's got the Only Fools and Horses the musical on it.
Did you see it in the end then, Emily?
I did. I watched it in Liverpool.
Was it good?
It was really good. I enjoyed it.
It was unfortunate actually with Emily because I went to Liverpool, but you were a different day than me, weren't you? So we could have met up, actually.
I think I was the day before or the day after. I can't remember.
Yeah, I think it was on for a few nights. It was on for a week, I think, wasn't it? Something there.
Yeah, it was on for a while. Because I went before. I think it was before my brother's wedding.
About June, wasn't it? About June time, I think.
Yeah, because my brother got married middle of June, and it was just before then. Because I had to book it to get it in before I went away.
Yeah.
How long is the show? Is it about an hour and a half, something like that, or?
I think so. Something like that. Maybe an hour and a half, 2 hours, maybe.
Yeah, probably 2 hours. Probably an hour, little break,
interval,
another hour. Yeah.
It was really good. I got a bit teary when they played that song about Marlene and boys who can't have children. that was a bit teary.
I've seen it a few times. The actual songs are quite catchy, and I must admit, every time I've seen it, I've noticed something different. I think, and it's the first time I've seen Paul Whitehouse as Grandad, so it's worth going just to see him because he obviously.
It was really good as Grandad.
I think the only one I've heard is that one "Where Have All the Londoners Gone," and that was quite good, and it was kind of like a Chaz and Dave song, really, but it was good. I thought it was quite good.
Yeah,
it was really good. I'd go and see it again. I'm not usually one for musicals, but I did enjoy that one.
Yeah, it's well. I mean, I've been twice at Haymarket, Stoke, Liverpool. I'd go.
Is it still on, or is it off now?
At the moment, it's off.
But it might come back.
Yeah,
I think they might bring it back out.
If they bring it out again on the West End, I'll definitely go see it. I nearly saw it on its last night. I nearly did, but I didn't for some reason. I couldn't get there or whatever, but I was tempted. But another time.
Another time. I think they will do another tour because it was so popular.
Yeah. I think it's one of the best shows ever. I think it's sell out. Yeah, I think it's broke quite a lot of records. I don't know if that's a fact, but I think it's up there, isn't it? It's one of the best.
It's
Yeah,
the popularity of the show, isn't it? Definitely.
Yeah,
yeah,
it did really well. 'Cause when I went, it was absolutely packed.
And I also
Like,
think it's people who wouldn't necessarily see a musical would see this one because they love the show as well.
yeah. So I've been to two musicals. Went to the Beauty and the Beast musical and On the Fools and Horses, but I only went because I liked both of them. That's the reason why
Fair
I
enough,
went.
yeah.
yeah. Good a reason as any. Yeah.
Tale
Yeah.
as old as time, that one, isn't it?
Yeah.
So we've whittled it down. We've had 3 or 4 hours meetings, haven't we? We've whittled it down to the 10 best moments.
Yeah.
Should we do it in chronological order like we normally do?
Yeah, go on, go through them, and then we'll.
Yeah. Well, the first one, when the van was memorable for me in the first series. The Russians are coming, if you remember. It was the 4-minute warning, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what were they trying to do? They were trying to. Do you remember
They were
this
trying
one?
to get to that bomb thing, weren't they? What's it called? Nuclear.
Nuclear Fallout Center.
That's the one. They were
Yeah.
trying to get there, weren't they, in 4 minutes, but they didn't do it.
Yeah. So they had to. They built out of a load of lead, didn't they? That Del Boy had acquired with brick. I think he bought a load of bricks, and there was all this lead underneath. So they made this nuclear fallout shelter, didn't they? And then see if they could drive 4 minutes to the shelter. Yeah.
It's quite funny because Del wants to sell the lead, to get the scrap money for the lead, but Rodney finds these instructions and he's like, "We've got a nuclear fallout center."
Yeah.
Imagine getting that.
And then they get they're at a junction, aren't they? And Del says, "All right, your way, Rodney." And he goes, "Yeah, after the red car." So Del pulls out after the red car. I said, "You plonker." He said, "No, I meant the
Next one.
the second
Next
red
one.
car." Yeah. And then they do get done for speeding, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And he went, what did he say? He's like, "Have you got the 4-minute warning or something?" And
Yeah,
that's
have
what
you
they're
had
doing.
4-minute warning? Yeah. Funny you should say that. Eric and Wayne, wasn't it? Eric and Wayne.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the police, yeah. There's a very young, enthusiastic police officer that just wants to put the siren on all the time, isn't there?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a kid in it.
Yeah.
Constantly going.
I don't blame him. I'd be the same, to be honest.
I think we all would, wouldn't we?
And Eric, the policeman, reads out a load of stuff that we think's been nicked. And Del says, "Well, you have to promotion." Eric says, "No, me and the wife are going on holiday or something." Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's quite memorable episode with the van, that one. Yeah.
It is,
And I
yeah.
really like that one, The Russians Are Coming. It did actually get sort of banned off of TV because of world events, actually, didn't it? Which is
Yeah.
interesting.
Yeah. But I think Grandad's speech in it was just amazing. Like it was,
Yeah.
it's true to life though, isn't it? Because obviously he went through it, and the emotions in it was just, yeah.
Yeah, and he met Leonard Pierce, Grandad. He told Nicholas Lyndhurst, I think, he did actually meet Adolf Hitler, didn't he?
I saw that on a clip on Facebook. I thought that was quite interesting.
And I think
Yeah,
he said if I'd known then what I knew after, I'd have
Killed him, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
But that speech is fantastic. It's slightly going off topic, but we're mentioning the episodes, but yeah, where Grandad says about the war and how they were basically lied to, a land fit for heroes, etc., and that what they came back to was very different. And of course, I think he was on about the First World War. Was he? Was he on about the First or the Second World War? It seemed like the First World War to me.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of Grandad's age. It probably was because he'd be. Yeah, I think it was.
I think that was more of a. It's getting a bit political, but that was more of a not an unjust war, but I mean, there were people that would go to war who were like 14, pretending they were 18, and things like that. And so many people. Obviously, war is terrible. Loads of people die, but the generals would be in their tent far away from the battle, and they'd tell people to go over the top, and it was just suicide, basically.
The twist at the end is that they've built the fallout shelter. They built it above the flat or something daft, haven't they?
Yeah, they built it on the roof.
Yeah, on the roof. Yeah.
Yeah. So, so they had. Yeah, but good one that with the van, definitely. I think I'll shout out to one of my mates actually. Mark Neal had that down as his favourite moment because you'd asked, hadn't you, on the podcast, Chris?
Yeah.
He'd got that down as number one.
Yeah, I did that on Facebook and on X.
Mm.
Your friend said that one on Facebook, and somebody else said the blow up dolls on X.
Oh,
So
right.
we'll be
Okay.
talking about both. But
Yeah. Yeah. Second one then of chronological order. I'm not going to stop saying that because I have to say Touch of Glass.
Oh, that's a good one. It's
Yeah.
when the chandelier falls, isn't it? And then they're trying to get into the van after the smashed it to smithereens.
Correct.
Oh,
Yeah.
good.
So they've left the auction house with the china caps that say how much is that doggy in the window. They're driving home, aren't they? And they see Lady Ridgemere broken down, don't they?
Yeah.
And they tow Lady Ridgemere back to the Ridgemere Hall, don't they? First of all, with the van.
Yeah. Because he goes, mind the hole. There's a hole
Mind the
in
hole,
the
yeah.
footwell.
it's where she's held a lot of balls, isn't it? Yeah.
That's it. That's it. What I like about Fools and Horses sometimes, like quite a few programs, but it dates it because Del Boy says to Lady Ridgemere, "Did you go to the wedding?" As he opens the door, to the van, he goes, "Did you go to the wedding?" She goes, "Wedding? Oh, the wedding? Yeah, yes, we did. Yes, we did." And what did he say? It's a shame I didn't know you then because I was doing a blinding dinner service or something. But it just kind of dates it, doesn't it? So it's around the time. Another bit of a sad story. Charles and Di got married. Yeah.
Yeah.
And of course,
Um,
he had those Charles and Diana dinner plates in later episodes, didn't he? That he couldn't sell because obviously they split up.
that's it. That's it. Yeah, yeah. A bit like free Nelson Mandela T-shirts, isn't it? I
Yeah.
think he acquired them on the Thursday. He was out by the Monday or something. He said, yeah.
Yeah.
But like you said, the chandelier. That's a great twist, isn't it? That where he listens in on the what's he called? What's he called? What's he called? Lord
Lady,
Lord
Lord,
Ridgemere.
yeah, something like
My
that.
lord. Yeah. When he hears
Definitely
Lord
Lord.
Ridgemere. Yeah. Lord Ridgemere say about chandeliers. It's just about I know they're Louis the 14th chandeliers, aren't they?
Yeah.
I think it's the
Oh,
best getaway out of all of the moments in the
Yeah,
van.
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
definitely.
I love that when they're going out. You mentioned it about balls. He says, if you hold many balls in here, my lady, balls, and she's a bit like what? But then he goes, that chandelier. Wow, Louis. No, is it Louis the 13th or Louis the 14th? Don't tell me, Your Grace, Louis the 14th. And he goes, how do you know so much about chandeliers? And I love that when he laughs and goes, asking the trotters if they know anything about chandeliers is like asking Mr. Kipling if he knows anything about cakes. This is our business, just complete
It's
front, isn't
brilliant,
it, Del
yeah.
Boy?
And he's obviously heard the Lord speak before, hasn't he, on the phone
Yeah,
about it? So
Yeah.
yeah, it is brilliant.
yeah.
It is a great episode.
And then, like you say, we're then putting the ladders up with the chandeliers. Brace yourself, Rodney, brace yourself. Comes crashing down, doesn't it? And the butler, isn't it? Wallace. Yeah, Wallace.
Yep.
He says, you dropped it. And he says, what the hell do you know about chandeliers? And then he says, Wallace says, I would have phoned my lord immediately. He says, Del says, actually, has he got our phone number and address? No. Good, leg it. And that's when, like Emily says, they run to the van, don't they? And I think,
Yeah.
is it Rodney hanging out the back of it?
It is, yeah, and everything like buckets and stuff fly the back of it because the door's not shut properly.
Yeah, you just hear Hooky Street then, don't you, playing as the
Yeah.
ending credits? Yeah, yeah.
And that was the last episode I think they aired on the BBC. It was the anniversary, and that was the one they chose to air. Because they don't show it a lot on the BBC, do they? But
No.
No, it probably put it on a level, I think, that one, did it? It's the first kind of iconic episode, isn't it? When you chat to anybody, they'll throw that episode in, won't they? Batman and Robin, Chandelier, those sort of blow up dolls. That one is
Falling through the bar.
Falling Through the Bar. Yeah, yeah, the iconic episodes, aren't they?
I don't know when do we come to Yesterday Never Comes? Because that's the one I couldn't remember.
Right now, Chris,
Yeah,
it's the next
same.
one.
Oh, that's good then.
Yeah, it's Miranda Davenport one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and it's quite ironic actually because that's the one I got wrong in that quiz that time. I couldn't remember the name. I said to you, it's Miranda Davenport. So yeah, the van's not featured much in this. So what it is, they've got the Queen Anne cabinet, haven't they?
And banana
Yeah.
boxes.
Yeah. So Miranda's seen this valuable painting, hasn't she? on Del's wall. So she cons him, really, doesn't she? Has the cabinet, and she says to like, let's get some brass handles and paint it, and we could split the profits. Great. So that's when Del visits Miranda's antique place, isn't it?
In
So
Chelsea,
this
isn't
shop.
it?
Pardon?
In Chelsea, isn't it? I think.
In
or Fulham?
Chelsea, yes, correct. So what makes me laugh, and a Rolls Royce moves off the side of the road near Miranda's shop, and it's replaced by Del Boy's van. That's all it is, really. But I just think it's so funny, that, isn't it, that there was a roller, which links into later episodes.
It's a very subtle one, though, because I couldn't remember it.
I couldn't remember it.
But it's also, I suppose there are quite a few, all the ones you've mentioned so far, but it's because you're doing it in chronological order.
Yeah.
I got that right. Because they're from the series, aren't they? A lot of the more famous ones are from the Christmas specials or whatever.
Yeah. And he knocks on the shop window, doesn't he? And Harry answers, I think it is. And he says, "Aren't you open today, Harry?" He says, "No, the whole shop's got full of woodworms. The blooming cabinets infected the whole shop,
infected with the wood lice or whatever."
Yeah. So,
but
and then
she deserved it, really.
Yeah, she did.
And he's got some daffodils, hasn't he? And when he goes in the auction house, the bidding's going on, and he waves these daffodils, doesn't he, at Miranda's to say hello, and he's put a bid in, hasn't he? A bit like Mickey Pierce did in the. Yeah. So
that's brilliant, that as well, because obviously she thinks she's got a bargain, and Del Boy knows that his relative stole the painting, and and he's like, I've wanted to get shot of that for years. So it is a very clever ending.
It's a good twist, though, isn't it?
Yeah, I think at the time you're thinking Del hasn't got a clue what it's worth, has he?
You think he's smitten with her? I don't know why, but maybe he wasn't. I don't know. It's kind of interesting. He obviously liked her in a way, but
yeah, and he must, like you say, you're surprised he hasn't seen through her, really, haven't you? Because he knows how much the painting is, but we don't get a story if he sees through her, do we? So
no.
So yeah, I'm smiling because I love this episode. T for 3, the next one.
Oh, that's a good one.
So the plot is there, really. It's kind of one time Rodney gets his revenge on Del, if you remember. Why does he get his revenge on? What happens to Rodney, first of all?
It goes on the sunbed, and Del Boy puts it on. I can't remember the time, and he put it on the time. One time.
And he fell asleep.
Yeah, he did, didn't he? And he got all sunburnt on the face and everywhere else.
That's it. And they're both chasing Lisa, so Lisa comes round for dinner, doesn't she? Triggers niece.
And with that moment with Rodney, I've mentioned this before on the podcast, but you might not remember. I didn't go on a sunbed, but I once went to the South of England show, and I lost my car, and it was like the hottest day of the year, and I foolishly wasn't wearing a hat. I wasn't wearing any suntan lotion, and it took me 2 hours to find the car. So I looked like Rodney the next day. It was terrible. No, seriously, I went to Boots like a couple of days later, and some of my forehead was a bit orange. And I was like, "Oh, what would you recommend for this?" And she said, "I think you should see a doctor." It's funny now because I'm all right, but
wasn't the time.
Yeah, it always reminded me of that.
Yeah, because Lisa says, doesn't she? "I really think he should go to the doctors with his face." And Del says, "I've been telling that for years."
Yeah. How?
How? Yeah. And then he says, "You can't go out like that." And Lisa says, "Why can't he go out like that?" "Well, the traffic light's still waiting for him to turn to green." There's some good lines, isn't there? "You look like a Swan Vesta," he says as well, doesn't he? Yeah.
Oh, it's a good one.
Yeah. So then they offer to take Lisa home, don't they? Back to Hampshire, isn't it?
Yeah.
To meet some hang gliding people, because Del's the ex-paratrooper. Rodney arranges behind Del's back for Del to have a go on the hang gliding.
Yep. And I read that. Davy Jason actually was on the hang gliding. It wasn't like a double stunt double. It was actually him doing it. I read it in one of his books. Thought it was quite interesting.
There's a lot of examples of Sir David doing that. Who was it? Was it Rico? He said that he just jumped in into the Everglades. You know, like there could have actually
Yeah.
been crocodiles there. Real
And he-
ones.
Yeah,
he-
he was a daredevil.
Yeah, he's a bit of a pilot, isn't he, as well now? I think he can fly, small planes and helicopters and things. Yeah, he's
He
quite
can, yeah.
yeah. But again, it's great, isn't it? Because then obviously Dell discovers, you want me to go in one of them wing things and all this, and he's thinking, oh my God. So then Rodney, if you remember, has a great idea, doesn't he? Do you remember what Rodney's idea is?
The phone in the van. Every time
Yeah.
the phone's ringing.
That's it, yeah. So why don't you get dead keen, get dressed up in all the gear, I'm dead keen, and then I can say, got an urgent phone call on our car phone. So they go to the van then, don't they? And he said, what do you mean we haven't got a ready car? We never mind a phone. Who's going to know the difference, Rodney says. So Dell loves the idea, doesn't he? Oh, wow, yeah, great. They don't, hurry up, Andy, I'm getting a bit impatient here. They don't know, do they? And he's like, walks off all like this with his head, doesn't he? As if,
We haven't got a car phone.
Yeah. So he's in all the gear, isn't he? In all the gear, ready to go. I think Andy says, all right, Dell, yeah. Yeah, up here for thinking, down here for dancing, Stan. Go on then. And then there's that pause then, isn't it? So Andy says, okay, Dell, when you're ready, go off. And then there's that pause, like you said, isn't there?
Yeah. Is that a phone I can hear?
Yeah. And Rodney goes, hey. So Dell thinks, what's up with the plonker? Is he not cutting on? Is that our phone I can hear ringing? Rodney goes, no. Are you sure? Yeah. We haven't even got a car phone. And his face is a picture, isn't it?
Yeah,
Just drops.
brilliant.
Oh my God, oh bloody hell.
And
Oh
I
my
think
God,
Del
oh
Boy
bloody hell.
reacts the way most people would, but I
Yeah.
wouldn't actually. If that was me, I'm different in that way. If I go on a roller coaster or something, I'm as quiet as anything. Believe it or not, I don't scream, but that is the reaction that most people would have.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
definitely.
Yeah. Oh my God, oh bloody hell. Please get me down here safely. And when he jumps off, you hear him scream, don't you, as well, when he jumps off.
Yeah. Oh, it is funny.
And then we cut back to the flat then, don't we? And it's like, I don't know, does Albert say something like, he's been missing for 12 hours, 12 hours. That's nearly half a day. And I think Rodney says, I know, I was GCSE at maths.
That kind of reminds me of the Miami Twice one with the jet ski.
Yes.
He's missing for a long time on that as well, isn't
he? Yeah, he is, isn't he?
Yeah. And Trigger pushes him in, doesn't he? And I think, does Trigger say it could be worse? And Mike goes, how? Well, my nan had one with a squeaky wheel or something. Yeah. Has he broken anything? The aerial is beyond repair.
Not Del Boy, just the
No.
car.
It's probably one of the best later episodes in the series. Not a Christmas special, but it's a really good one, isn't it? Tifa 3.
It is, yeah.
It's quite ironic, really, because I think Tifa 3 and Touch of Glass we mentioned are probably, I'd say, in the top 3 best half an hour episodes, certainly.
That's
Not
why it's
many
hard
best.
to judge them, really. The half an hour ones and the ones that are longer.
Yeah. But the van, although the van's not a big presence in that episode, it's important, isn't it? The van's a key element to the plot, really, isn't it?
Yeah.
Is that our phone I can hear ringing, Rodney? Yeah. So that's why I thought it did well to qualify that one. Yeah.
It is a good one.
Yeah. So that was series 5. The next one, then, Royal Flush, first Christmas special, actually, this.
Yeah. I didn't know it was the first one.
Yeah, the first one that's in it. Now, this Hole and Back was really the first proper one. I could have put that one in, really, but I didn't.
I was trying to think, what's the moment in Hollenbach with the van then? Just trying to think off the top of my head.
Well, it's... Go on, sorry, Emily, yeah.
No, it's okay. It's when Del Boy's in the back of Denzel's truck and Rodney's chasing him all down the motorway. And he kicks off because it was £1 for the toll. And he's like, it's only got 3 wheels. And he's like, that's only got 2 wheels on the picture. Yeah, that's what it was, wasn't it?
Yeah. It was in quite a bit, wasn't it? Yeah, like you say, he's the lookout when Dell's with Boise and Abdul in the back of Denzel's lorry, isn't he?
Yeah.
Oh, and I think he does that, doesn't he? Owl sound or something. I think one that Hoskins says, what was that? And I think Slater says, "Sound like a crow," and Roddy's like, "Crow," or something. Yeah,
Yeah, and Denzel thinks he's losing plot because he kept seeing the trotter van.
yeah. Kept seeing him. Yeah, yeah,
Boy.
yeah. Anyway, that one's not in, unfortunately. That's the
No.
standard we've got. Yeah. So Royal Flush, anyway. Royal
I'm
Flush.
glad that probably the last one you're talking about is in this list, the Trigger one. You're not talking about it yet, but I'm so glad that's in it because I was looking at the list and I was like, that's got to be on there. That's got to be on there. And
Chronological order, Chris.
There you
Chronological
go.
order. Yeah, yeah. So Royal Flush, can you remember that one? Where the van's featured in that one?
It's where they're going
Yeah.
clay pigeon shooting, and I did this on my stag do. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah. So it's all set up. He's met Lady Victoria, hasn't he? We've had the embarrassment at the Carmen show at the theatre, Drury Lane, I think it is. You might know better than me. It's probably near
I've
your.
been there. Been there.
Yeah, been
I saw
near
Oliver
your area.
there many years ago, and Rowan Atkinson was Fagin. So
Oh right,
Oh.
okay.
the last night he was Fagin.
And Dell and Junie have made a bit of a, pardon the pun, bit of a show of themselves, haven't they? So, but it hasn't put Lady Victoria off. So she's invited him. They were going to go Chelsea actually, weren't they, for a match? But she's got to host this clay pigeon event. So he's all been togged up in all the gear. Looks a right plonker, doesn't he? And Lady Victoria says to her dad, "Hey, can Rodney have a go?" So he's all set up ready, isn't he, with the gun, in the air. Pull. So what do they call them? The discs. What are they called? The things that fly in the air.
I don't know. Actually, I didn't ask that.
I can't think.
No,
The pigeons.
The discs fly in the air, and as soon as that happens, he sees a glimpse of the van, doesn't he? If you remember, yeah. And then he just shoots into thin air. The discs go anywhere. Yeah, he's missed. And then he thinks he's imagined it. So you see him jumping around the field, don't you, looking for this van. And then he's kind of thinks, well, I might have just blooming imagined that. And then next minute, tally ho there, Rodders. And the van comes across the field, doesn't it then?
Yeah.
And then he flicks
It's a good one.
flicks his cigar out, tally ho there. And then he goes back to the van, says, "Albert, would you mind getting my weapon?" So then they go back to the van again, don't they? He gets his gun out of the van. But I think I like that where the van comes past, really. I thought that was good. Just comes whizzing past, and he's like, "Oh, Christ."
I'd say it's one of the funniest moments of that episode, really.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can hear it before you see it, can't you? Because of the exhaust popping.
Yeah, the noise and everything, yeah. But that was a good one. That was a good one.
On to the next one, Chris.
Yeah, we're halfway stage. So number 6 is dates. Christmas special 1988, Nervous Nerris. Van's heavily involved with this one. Can you remember this one when it first appeared in the episode?
Yeah, not it first appeared, but remember the iconic bit where he's speeding and then thugs are chasing him and he drops his cigarette, doesn't he? Acting like he's hard, and then it hits the window and then falls back into the van.
That's it. So he's arranged a date with Nervous Nerris. Mickey and Jevon have set him up a little bit, saying she likes macho men. So he's gone like James Dean, hasn't he? Black leather jacket and white t-shirt. And he pulls up at the side of a house. He goes past her house a bit as well, doesn't he? He's standing there, goes past as if say, "I don't care," And she opens the door and he goes, "Hi." And does she say, "Is this a 3-wheel van?" And he's got his fag on, as you said, Emily. And, well, what was last time I looked? He's proper Mr. Cool, isn't he?
Yeah, proper.
James Dean, apparently.
Yeah, James Dean. "Where do you want to go?" And she's like, do you want a hamburger?" "No, I've just eaten. I've had some dinner." Pubs around here are horrible." "Where do you want to go then?" "I don't mind."
You choose.
You
Take me anywhere.
Anywhere. I don't mind. So I think he says, "That's cool. We'll just cruise." And she says, "In a 3-wheel van?" He says, "Yes." Yeah. So he says, "This is experience." I'll show me false fag on. "This is experience you'll never forget, Nerris." And he puffs away, doesn't he? And he like you say, he throws it at the window. "You didn't wind your window down." And then he gets out the van, doesn't he? And he's trying to put the fag out with loads of smoke bellowing away, isn't he? And then I think he's just driving along then, isn't he? And then that's that open top car pulls out on him a bit, doesn't he?
What's the
And
music playing? There's music playing in their car, isn't there? I can't think off the top of my head, but
I think Status Quo, isn't it?
is it?
I can't think. I can hear the tune, but I can't think of what it was.
As a DJ, I should know that, really.
Yeah.
But there you go.
Yeah, you should.
Sure, it's not rocking all over the world, but I'm sure it's a Status
Deeper
Quo
and Down,
song.
something like that, maybe.
Could be something like that. Yeah, yeah. So they pull
I think-
out on him, and then what do you remember? What I think is a classic line. Do you remember what he says to him? He puts his finger up. Do you remember his line?
Swivel on that camel breath, or camel? Yeah,
Yes, swivel on that camel breath.
that's it. Yeah.
And she goes, she's like, weren't you frightened? No way. And then they're driving a bit later, like Emily says, aren't they, cruising? And she
Yeah.
goes, I always thought you were a quiet person, but just back there you were tough. I've lived too long in this jungle, Neris. Those thugs back there.
It's so tragic because that's probably why she went out with him, because he was a quiet person.
Yeah. Those thugs back there, they don't frighten me. This is my jungle. Go on, you can finish the line. This is my jungle, and I'm
I can't remember the line.
top of the tree.
Top of the tree.
There
Yeah.
Top
we
of
go.
the tree. So then they're driving along. Then why does his face drop when he's driving along?
Because he
What can he
sees
do?
them in the mirror, doesn't he? He
That's
sees
it.
they're coming after him, and I really like the bit where it's sort of like an American cop film where the car jumps over, like bumps. You see that a lot. I think it's in LA or somewhere like that. They've got them, and it's always in those films like Beverly Hills Cop and things like that. And I'm sure they based it on something like that, really.
Could have done.
I think they did.
She notices because he's seen the thugs. He puts his foot down on the accelerator, doesn't he? And she goes, "Why are we going so fast? I love speed. Thought we were cruising. I love to cruise fast." And then, like you say, goes over that bridge. In fact, I took a couple of pictures off my wall. That's, as you can see, that's obviously the dates one, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So like you say, the car lifts off the bridge, and then he goes through a red light, doesn't he? Basically, which is showing that, and a car runs in the back of a police car because the police car's had to stop, hasn't it? The Panda car.
Yeah,
I like
it's
the
not
bit.
cleared
I like
up
the bit
there.
with Trigger. He sees him. He's sweeping the street, isn't he? And he's like, "You're right, Dave."
All right, Dave. Yeah, that's it. And that ties that ties in slightly later, then, doesn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
But just to go on that as well, because we've had Andre Bernard on, haven't we? Nervous Neris.
Yeah.
And the policeman.
And the policeman, yeah. And she was saying that they used two vans, didn't they? So we've got the one, maybe even three actually come to that. One of the vans, when the interior shots, they're basically towing it on a trailer, aren't they?
Yeah.
So when they're talking, they're towing it on a trailer. The one going over the bridge, as you say, Chris, that was a second van, wasn't it?
Yeah. I'm looking at my list. I'm like, I might change them slightly. I always do this.
Well, there's still time. Yeah. So yeah, it went over the one over the bridge was a write-off. It must have been. In fact, the roof rack does leave the roof, doesn't it, on one side?
Yeah, because I'm pretty sure I said the one that did the jump was a van that they couldn't fix, so they didn't want to wreck another van, so they just used that one.
Yeah, wrecked. Yeah, went over it, wrecked it, and then the one you see going slaloming through the cones, if you like. Yeah, that was the proper one, if you like. Yeah, and then of course we've had the strippogram earlier on. We must mention that, mustn't we?
Yes.
So it then with Raquel, of course. Yeah, go on. Do you remember that?
Yeah. It was for Rodney's. No, it wasn't. It was for. It was just on Stag Do.
Uncle Albert.
Albert, yeah.
That's it. And it's Raquel, isn't it? And he kicks the van in the car park.
That's it.
He's mad that it was her.
Yeah, he's laughing away, isn't he? And then his face drops because he discovers it's Raquel. Gets laughed out the pub, really, doesn't he?
I think it's a very underrated, sad scene because he's like the rest of the things in my life. It's too bloody late. There's something like that.
Yeah, I love it when he, like Emily says, he kicks the van, hits the wing mirror. She comes out, they say one or two things, and
No!
yeah. He gets in the van, doesn't he? And
Yeah.
she goes, I suppose this is the Ferrari. Yeah. So he gets out the van again and says, I tell you one thing I don't do. I don't get into stockings and suspender belts, flashing me boobs at people. Do I, Rodney?
Do I, Rodney?
Not tonight, no.
Yeah. No, Rodney,
like
no, he's never done anything like that. No. Yeah. And then what does he do at the end, though? He turns the engine on.
It doesn't start. And what happens to something happens to the van, doesn't it? Does the exhaust fall off, or
the oil comes out, doesn't it? And I think the gasket blows as well. Yeah. But just prior to that, actually, in the pub, Trigger reveals because the van needed a walking frame to get down here tonight, and Trigger goes, "Well, it was doing all right the other day, wasn't it?"
Yeah.
And Dell's like,
"What about that?"
Yeah, Del, what do you mean? Well, him and his mates he's getting chased by his mates or something. It's going a right old leg, wasn't it? And Rodney's like, no, it wasn't very good there. Then no, Del, either. No, it wasn't very good.
Yeah. And you see it in the car park before Del Boy gets arrested.
Correct. That's it. Yeah.
I'll be surprised if this one isn't in all of our top 3. I would be very surprised.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, so he so he thinks the policewoman and the bloke, because he doesn't know anything about this story, does he, Del?
No.
So I don't know what they said. Lewisham Grove. Why I know that? I think it says a van. Is your name Trotter? Yeah. Is that your van outside? What? The one with Trotter on the side? Yes, it's my van. And then they say, oh, well, a van very similar to yours shot the lights of Lewisham Grove. Well, look no further, officer. I done it. It's a fair cop. And everyone's like, what's he thinking? And then he laughs at Albert, doesn't he? I thought you'd have come up with something better than I thought you'd have come up with something better than that, Uncle. And then what did he say? Come on, Don, I haven't got much time.
Get him off.
Yeah. What do you mean? Get him off. And Mike's face is a picture. His eyeballs nearly fall out, don't they?
Oh,
I think that's so funny because I could imagine that happening to me, getting it completely wrong.
And Uncle Albert says, nothing to do with me, son. And Dell's like, it's nothing to do with you. If it's not, and he's seen out the window. The van's out there again, isn't it? The van's out there, and the police and the car. Yeah. And then he realises. I think he says, "Oh my gold" or something.
So really, there's kind of 2 moments in that episode. Really, I mean, the most famous one is the Nervous Nerys scenario.
Well, 3 really. The pub. The Raquel, and maybe at the end there, not quite as funny, but when he's gone get him off, it's in there again, isn't it, as well? Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah,
it is a good episode.
Yeah, good episode.
Great.
The van's the main player again in it, isn't it?
Yep.
Yeah. So so we go from one high quality episode to another one. Of course, we're on the series 6 now, Danger UXD. Which stands for?
You told me last time, but I can't remember.
What does UXB stand for? That's what it's a play on. UXB means unexploding bombs. So this is UXB.
Unexploding dolls.
Unexploded dolls.
Makes sense.
I couldn't remember. I remember when we talked about it last time, but I couldn't remember what it stood for.
Yeah. So the van's used a bit in this. So go on. The plot on this one's brilliant, isn't it? It's, again, a real iconic episode.
Yeah, it's exploding dolls, isn't it? The naughty dolls.
Dirty Barry.
Dirty Barry. That's the one. I can't think of his name. Yeah. And dress him up in Dell's mum's clothes. Can't remember her name.
Joan.
That's the one.
Joan. So they've acquired the dolls off Denzel, which interesting fact that I didn't discover till recently. Denzel's not seen from To Hull and Back till this episode, Danger UXD. So 4 episodes of 4 years of Eclipse then. So which I was quite amazed by. No,
You'd think he
maybe.
was part of the furniture, wouldn't you, really, Denzel? You see him a lot. I think he was in a lot of the Christmas specials. That's why they get repeated a lot on the TV, don't they? So
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's in latterly a bit, isn't he? Yeah, as well. So he's acquired some dolls. So the factory's blown up, hasn't it? He's
Yeah.
taking what's the
Kareem.
name?
Kareem.
Yeah, well done. I've forgotten that. Yeah, didn't come to me. Out for dinner, so he kept the dolls on his lorry, didn't he?
Yep.
Factory blows up, so now he looks like he's on the thief, as he says it. And Dell's like, well, what's it's not a problem. This is a gift from the gods. Give it here. And he forges the signature and he acquires the dolls, doesn't he? Just doesn't know what dolls are in this box, but
and didn't you say this is the episode potentially that the van could have been destroyed?
yeah, it was. He did consider it. But what did he put? Originally, John Sullivan thought about blowing the van up, but realised how iconic the van was.
Yeah, it would have
Yeah.
been the wrong decision, I think.
Yeah.
I remember reading something about in the David Jason book that I read, and he was saying that he felt awkward because he has to go into, I don't know who it was at the time that it was doing the filming, having to go in with all these dolls and having to tape up everything.
Yeah, making
Yeah.
tasteful.
Yeah, so he felt really weird just walking around with dolls and having to sew them up and take them up and stuff like that. I was like,
The only scenario I've got in my life where something similar like that has happened, although I didn't do it, my wife, I'm quite into Star Wars, and my wife bought me this blow-up stormtrooper, and she got it from a mall that's local to me, and she had to walk. This is how much she loves me, obviously. She had to walk through the whole mall with this blow-up stormtrooper. It was as big as a man, kind of thing.
Oh,
And
great.
she had to walk all the way to her car with it. But she said it was, and she put it in the front seat of the car, so she must have got some funny looks.
oh,
Yeah.
must have done.
Have you still got it now? Yeah.
No.
Oh.
We did name it something, but I can't remember what we called it.
We did something similar to my sister-in-law for a hen party. We got a blow-up man, and it was like
Yeah.
a really tall man, and she's walking
What,
around
with his
Sheffield
face
with
on it? The groom's face?
Yes,
Yeah.
and on his boxes it says "blow here." It was kind of funny. She's got some funny looks.
What did Rodney have on the back of his pants? On his stag do?
I know he had an L plate, didn't he?
Oh, that's what it was, yeah.
Yeah, L plate.
Yeah. So the dolls, we get to the flat, don't we? Albert's opening the box up, isn't he? And then he pulls one out of the box. They're big for little dolls, these, aren't they? And Rodney says they're adult dolls or something. The seedy men or something.
Seedy
Albert
old
goes,
men.
Seedy old men. You're pulling my leg. He says, "Oh, am I?" And he pulls out a porno out of his. Or what does gentleman pamphlets? What does who says that? It's Vincent Baptiste says it. Gentleman's pamphlets or something like that. Oh, am I? And then he's right and all, Del. I know he's right. So then they're like, oh, what have we got into here? And then Albert throws the dolls behind the bar, doesn't he?
Yeah, and then puts the heating on.
Yeah, they put the heating on, and there's a funny sound, isn't there?
Yeah, and they all thought it was Albert.
That was the noise I was trying to make earlier.
And Albert says, "Well, don't look at me." He says, "Well, all funny noises emanate from your vicinity," or something like that, don't they? And then suddenly, I think Del and Rodney go near the bar, don't they?
Yeah.
And listen out because you can see it here. It's behind the bar, and then suddenly these two. No, one of them pop up, don't they? One of the blow-up dolls pop up.
Yeah, one of them does, yeah.
And then they make a leg for the door, don't they? Then that's quite funny. Del and Rodney go out the door, and Albert's still in the flat, isn't he? And he pulls the door, and Del pulls it back and stuff. Yeah.
Oh, it's so funny.
Yeah,
particularly the moment where they blow up in the flat, and then they well, of course, they're frightened to death, aren't they? Really?
Yeah, and Albert says they've come alive. I saw someone once stroke a dead cat, and it came back to life. Voodoo doll.
They made a comment about them being different colours, didn't they? Did he say it's like a pick and mix or something?
Yeah,
he said.
he says that something about voodoo dolls, Albert, and then they go back into the flat, and another doll pops up. And then I think that's that's you talking about Jamaica or something. And then I think he says we've got more colours than jelly babies or something like
That's
that.
the
I
one.
think it is, yeah.
Jelly
Pepsi and
babies.
Shirley, they were called, weren't they?
Pepsi and Shirley.
Yeah.
Which, going back to music, Chris, Martin Kemp is Shirley's husband from Wham. The dancers in Wham, weren't they?
Martin Kemp, Spandau Ballet, isn't it?
Yeah, he's married to Shirley.
Yeah.
Pepsi and Shirley are from Wham. They were dancers to in the
Oh,
background
okay.
for
I
Wham.
didn't know that. I only know George Michael really from Wham.
Well,
I
George
didn't know that.
Michael is big mates with Shirley, and George Michael introduced Martin Kemp and Shirley to each other.
Oh, okay.
They've
Didn't
now
know
been
that.
married years, but Martin Kemp he said it on a Fools and Horses documentary. He said that Shirley was absolutely over the moon. We're both fans of the show. She was over the moon when she was mentioned in that episode, and still dines out on it now. And he says, I was a big fan and I've never been mentioned in it, you know. So
My claim to fame is that my name is in some of the early episodes as somebody who was behind the scenes, but it wasn't me,
Yeah.
obviously.
I noticed that. That's quite funny. That.
He'd be
Yeah,
great to get on it if he's still around, wouldn't he?
He would.
Yeah. So there was that. So then that sets it up nicely. Like Emily says, Dells thought, I know a way we can get down to Dirty Barry's. And he laughs, doesn't he? Ha ha ha, and goes off. And then he dresses them up as women, and they come outside Nelson Mandela House, where we've both stood, Chris, in Bristol,
Yeah.
which is in
weekend.
Peckham. So the van's then featured, isn't it? Because they've got the two dolls, so Albert has to reverse the van back, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Problem is, he's not insured. So what does Rodney say to him?
Don't crash the. Oh, what did he
Yeah.
say?
Yeah, don't
That
have
was
a
I
crash
said.
then. Yeah, don't have a crash then.
Yeah.
So he backs the van up. Rodney's going out for a meal with Cassandra. So he said, I'm leaving you to it, you know, and all that. And they're both sitting in the van, Del and Albert, aren't they? And Del says, don't worry, we're safely in the van. No one's going to know now. And one of the blow-up dolls pop up in the back window, don't they, as they're driving off?
Yeah, does it start spraying him at this point?
No, they don't know at this point that they can blow up.
Because I knew they're spraying them, but I don't know when.
Yeah. So then they go off in
What's
the van.
inside them? I can't remember. It's obviously something flammable, but do you remember?
Propane.
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 That makes sense.
Highly flammable, yeah,
That does
propane.
make sense.
Yeah. So they go Dirty Barry's, don't they? They're closing him down, aren't they? So that's no good. But it's Rodney who discovers. In fact, Denzel's trying to check. Denzel knows that they blow up as well, but he can't locate them, can he?
Yeah, because he's in the Chinese, wasn't he?
That's it. It was on the news, wasn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
So he rushes to the Nag's Head, Denzel. Del and Rodney obviously aren't there, so he bumps into Mike, Boise, and Trigger. And he explains, propane's been fitted, highly flammable and all that. And Trigger goes, that's bad news, isn't it? And Boise and Mike go, that's terrible. And then Boise and Mike look at each other, don't they, and just go, and start laughing, don't they? And Trigger's like,
Voices laugh.
Trigger's thinking, why are they laughing like? Yeah. So then Rodney's having a meal with Cassandra. And at the end, when they're leaving each other, she goes, and don't bump into any unexploding dolls. And Rodney's like, what do you mean? And she goes, you know them creepy dolls? And he's like, yeah. I mean, yeah, I know, I've heard of them. Yeah. You know, she says about propane. So then Rodney goes back to the flat, and then that's when they're spraying. Yeah. And they take them to a wasteland, don't they? The two dolls in the van.
Yeah, and there's homeless people sat there watching them.
That's right. Yeah. So they're putting water on, and then, like it says, about three guys, homeless guys or whatever, alcoholics or whatever, and they probably think they're dreaming, don't they? They see Del and Rodney, what appear to be two women in dresses, thrown in onto the wasteland, don't they?
Yeah.
And Del tries to cover it by going, just dropping them off. And then Del's like, well, nothing's happened now yet, Rodney, you know, God, all I can see is poor old mum's clothes getting ruined there. And they walk a few yards, don't they? And then what happens then? Yeah. Massive explosion, and they both fall over on the floor, don't they?
Yeah.
And I'll let one of you two do that iconic line. They both look up from the ground, and Del looks at those three, and what does he say?
Shouldn't have had the Vindaloo.
Yeah,
Shouldn't
told
have
her
had
not
the
to
mutton
have.
vindaloo,
Yeah,
isn't it?
That's
I
the
told
one.
her not to have them. I told them not to have the mutton vindaloo. Yeah, and then they're quite relieved, then, aren't they? Well, we're dead lucky there. Nearly happened. They both get back in the van, and they hear a sound again, don't they?
Yeah,
So
it's like
Del
a
goes,
hissing noise.
yeah. So Del goes, "Is that your old April going?" Might be, yeah. And then suddenly a blow-up doll pops up at the back window, doesn't it? And the last ending credits are, you see him legging it off, don't you?
Oh, it's a good episode.
Yeah, good episode. Van featured quite heavily again there.
It is, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah,
I
so
think that'll be in everybody's top 3 as well.
possibly.
Possibly.
Can't say, Chris. Keep the viewers are on.
Just guessing.
The
You
viewers
have to
are on their
wait.
seats this time.
I'm changing a couple of mine though. Now I'm looking at the
I've
rest
changed a
of
couple of
mine.
mine as well.
So the next one, we're getting to later episodes now. Heroes and Villains, 1996 Christmas Day special. I remember vividly watching this one. This episode.
That was out a year before I was born.
There you go. Wow. Oh dear, that's made me feel old now, Emily.
Sorry.
That's all right. Now, I think you commented on this, Chris. If you remember, at the beginning, it goes into the future, doesn't it? Do you remember what year it was, ironically?
Oh,
It's coming up, isn't it? Is it next year?
This year.
It's this
Yeah.
year. We have to remind me of the
2026.
date, and then I'll post that on our pages.
No, November 2nd, 2026.
There we
Right,
go.
make a note of that.
Yeah, so they've gone 30 years into the future. Damie's the big honcho now, isn't he? Really, he's governing
He's
everything.
the Prime
isn't he?
Minister, isn't he? I believe.
Yeah, president, whatever.
He'd
the
probably do a
crime.
better job than who we got at the moment. To be fair,
Yeah.
Probably, yeah.
Bonnet de douche. Bonnet de douche.
Crime is right,
shut
isn't
up,
it?
you tart.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, he's
Mr.
doing all
President.
Yeah.
It says war is great, doesn't he? A small heart.
Yeah, war is good.
No, to be honest, he is a maniac. I think it plays into the whole thing of Damien being evil, isn't it? And Rodney. And later on, he wakes up from the dream, and Damien says to him, "Little Damien, do you want to play war?"
Yeah.
He's like, "No."
What would your Uncle Albert say? I don't know. During the war, he's like on a bit of a thing. During the war, he's in like
I actually really liked that. It was very different.
It was very different.
I do find that very funny, but it is very different from the normal Only Fools and Horses, isn't it?
Well, you watch. Yeah, it's not been on for 2 years, and that clip comes up at the beginning. It's like, what's going on here? Yeah.
What have they done? But then it does make sense.
Yeah. They made an alarm clock, didn't they, off the back of that? That's I don't know if you've got one. It's funny enough. It's the van with the flat in the background. You press it, or it goes off. It goes, Rodney, wake up, you dipstick, which is what he does in the dream, isn't it?
Yeah.
And yeah, we're going off tangent again, but there's so many great moments in that beginning bit where Trotter's Air gets you there. And what is it for Trotter's condoms or something? And all these different advertisements. And
Trotter X or something, isn't it? The condoms, yeah.
Sausages, completely unnatural ingredients and all this.
Yeah.
There's all sorts, weren't there?
And of course, the actor who played Damien went out with Raquel, Chesapeake Jones. Are they still married? Or they went out? Or
I don't think they are. They were married. They've got kids. They had kids.
Okay.
Married.
They were.
I think his name's Douglas Hodge.
Okay.
I never knew that.
Yeah, he's an actor. He is an actor. I think he's been in 1 or 2 things. Yeah.
But it's funny when he's like Uncle Rodney.
Yeah.
Then you see his red eye. I think it's Red Eyes, isn't it?
That's it. And the music plays, doesn't it? Is it the devil music or whatever they used to do when he come on? So this is the iconic Batman and Robin episode, isn't it, as well?
Yeah.
Which some of us, Chris, have actually done the scene, haven't we? Or you in real life?
Yeah, we reacted it. Yeah, that was a lot of fun.
I saw that.
Yeah, I had to do it.
You
They
gotta
were
do
like,
it.
any volunteers? And I was like, yes.
Oh, that's a good scene.
Yes, it's all set up. It's I don't know who's. It's supposed to be a fancy dress party, isn't it? Raquel and Cassandra have gone wherever.
Yeah, Raquel's gone away to
Parents.
see. Yeah, and then Oh, what's on it? Cassandra went on holiday with her mum and dad, I think.
So
Yeah.
they've got an opportunity here, and Del mentions the fancy dress at the flat. And I think Rodney says, I think you've been engineering this all along, Del. And he's like, how you used to do it, didn't he? How dare you? My wife's gone away with my child, and you're accusing me of all this. And Rodney says, oh, I'm sorry, Del. Get off me.
That is so
And
funny.
then Rodney says, oh, we need tickets for tonight, though. It's all right, I bought two earlier, now obviously, yeah, all pre-planned. And then it cuts to the van, doesn't it? The van's just driving along it's in Bristol, but in Peckham, driving along, and it splutters and splatters, doesn't it, and breaks down.
I like the bit where Dell's checking for oil and he lights his lighter.
Yeah.
Rodney's like, no, you idiot, you'll blow us to Kingdom Come.
Yeah, and just before that, we get a shot of, I think, Dell's blue boots, don't we?
Yeah, because we don't know who's actually wearing
Tonto's
costumes.
boots, yeah.
Yeah. And obviously blue boots, then the camera comes up to reveal he's Batman. And then Rodney says something to him, and it's shot to him who's dressed as Robin. So yeah,
Or actually, I said that, but who did Trigger think they were? He said that to Rodney, didn't he? He said, did I get that wrong? Did he call?
No, you didn't. No, it was the Lone Ranger. So Tonto was the horse.
That's the one.
Oh,
so
okay.
he thinks Dell's the horse and Rodney's
the
Lone Ranger.
Right. Okay, I thought
I
got that wrong.
Yeah. So yeah, they're looking for petrol, aren't they? But like you say, he's got his lighter near the petrol. He says, "You'll blow us to Kingdom Come." Then they get back in the van, don't they? And Del says, "It'd actually be quicker for us to run," And Rodney said, "We'll get arrested and all this." He says, "Well, there's no one around now." He says, "Well, there'll be 1,000 people when we run and all that." So they make a leg for it, and then it's Councillor Murray, then, isn't it? Getting mugged.
Yeah, she's getting mugged, isn't she?
Yeah. And then Del recognises Councillor Murray, and he wants
her photograph.
Yeah.
We were saying about how David Jason's voice kind of changes in this episode. It's not very Cockney, is it?
No, now you mentioned it, it's not. No.
And
not criticism, but we just noticed because we've seen it so many times. It's like really early on, he's really Cockney, isn't he? And then it's sort of as it goes along, he's not as Cockney.
No,
for whatever reason.
Your voice changes as well as you get older, doesn't it? Could be a little bit of that.
Yeah,
different
parts.
Yeah. So Del's kind of talking to Councillor Murray, and Rodney does like a Robin pose, doesn't he? He goes, "Come on, Del, let's go." Right, duty calls. So the next thing, you hear a doorbell, don't you? And who answers the door?
Boise.
Worst person to answer the door.
Oh, definitely.
Well, the best for the show, but yeah, the worst.
Yeah. Best for the show. So Del, because he thinks it's a party still, says, "Me and you have come as Batman and Robin, and Boise's come as the
Penguin." Oh, wait.
Yeah, he does say Penguin. But then they go and Boise says, no, Del boy, more like the Joker. And then they rush into the wake, don't they?
Yeah.
No. And then Harry died. It's Harry, isn't it? Sorry, Harry died.
Yeah.
And then he sprays that thing at the widow, doesn't he? That
crazy party foam stuff. Yes. Yeah. Crazy string, isn't it?
Crazy string?
Yeah. And then he says to Boise, "Why didn't you tell us out there?" And Rodney says, "Yeah, we were going da and everything." And Boise says, "Don't know. Strange what grief can do." and goes out, doesn't he? And then we're left with the Trigger saying, "I don't think you'd have won first."
I'm surprised they don't do sort of like the best laugh ever. I've never seen that online. Or Boise would be number one, surely.
Yeah,
definitely.
A lot of great laughs.
Tell you to be up there, but Boise would be one. Sid James is another one.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I love Sid James. Yeah.
But there isn't many. I'm trying to think of any more. Like there's probably some, but
tell you who's quite iconic. Kenneth Williams used to do like a bit of a, didn't he? Something like that.
He's got a weird laugh as well.
Yeah. So was Jimmy Carr would be up there as well, wouldn't he? If you're talking.
Yeah.
Yeah. But Yeah, Trigger goes to, you've mentioned it, but Trigger goes to Rodney. You wouldn't have won first prize, no? Well, you look good, but Del looks nothing like Tonto. And then he goes, yeah, I'm in my outfit as well. Hey, yeah, I've come as the chauffeur. Feel a bit stupid. Now. It's just brilliant.
Well, he could have
Yeah.
come as the Blues Brothers, couldn't he, as well?
Yeah. Blues Brothers.
That's
yeah.
what Rodney wanted to go as, wasn't it?
Yeah, Blues Brothers. Yeah. Yeah. Well, look,
Just
we
walk around
wouldn't
town.
have won first prize as the Blues Brothers. Yeah. So yeah, that was the van in that one, wasn't it? Again, a big iconic scene. Probably not the
One
main.
other thing I always find funny, and it's kind of underrated, is when Del's like, I suppose the prize giving's going to be off now.
Yeah.
And we're at the wake.
Yeah. He's always there after the prize, isn't he? Yeah, for sure.
Don't think before he speaks, does he?
So the moment in this episode is where they break down.
Yeah.
They break down and they reveal that the Batman and Robin. Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
It is. Yeah. And then the last, we're getting to the last two now. So time on our hands.
So we're down to the last two now, Chris. I'm guessing the last one is the one I was on about, because that would be the last.
It could. I'm not giving anything away, Chris. I'm not giving anything away. It could be. Yeah. So the ninth one, time in our hands. So we thought at the time maybe the last episode ever, the 1996 third Christmas trilogy, of course, when they become millionaires.
Yep.
So do you remember obviously remember the plot then? So what was it that they discovered?
Wasn't it the watch?
Yeah.
Can't think of the name of it.
No, it was a Victorian egg timer.
It was.
Oh, yeah, sorry, I'm wrong.
No, you're not. I'm joking.
I know, so am I.
Yeah, with the nice twist on that, they'd acquired that in the very first episode, Big Brother, hadn't they? Because I don't think he reads out that. Rodney in Big Brother reads out a load of things they've acquired, doesn't he? He's doing accounts, isn't he?
Yeah, it's mentioned.
Is it mentioned? Is it in Big Brother? That?
Yeah.
Is it? Oh right. Okay. Great. Okay. That's
I didn't
even better.
realise that. I'm sure it's mentioned.
He does list some items. I can't say for sure if he did or not, but so it's a nice comeback to the first episode as well. That.
I'm gonna have to watch it now and let you know.
I never knew that, to be fair, if that's true.
He's definitely.
I remember when he lists all this stuff.
Yeah.
Space Invaders games.
That's it.
Blah blah blah. I don't remember a watch, but did he call it something else? Maybe
he could have called it an egg timer as well, couldn't he?
Yeah, he could have.
Yeah.
Have to rewatch it.
So it's the John Harrison Lesser Watch, which does actually exist, doesn't it? And it still hasn't been found.
What was it? X something, wasn't it?
Yeah.
XD or X something? XT? I can't remember now. But...
I can't remember. It's not like that, yeah.
Is it something like submarines or something? It's to plot their...
Yeah,
where they are on the map.
You can't get lost, can you? With it? It's like a...
And that's why it's funny that it got lost.
Yeah, irony of it. Yeah.
Trigger mentioned it. How did it get lost then, or something like that?
Yeah, how did it get lost? Yeah.
Yeah, in the Nike's Head when I was on about it.
That's it. It's gone. Yeah, they're talking about it's going to auction Sotheby's this afternoon. Yeah, and it's Raquel's dad, isn't it? James, isn't it? Who was I studied
Antique
horology.
dealer.
Sorry,
Antique dealer.
Yeah, I study horology, and Del goes to Rodney. He's going to read our bloody horoscope in a minute.
I knew it was too good to be true. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, they thought it was
that kind of horology.
Yeah. Oh my God, I'm shaking. I've never been so excited. I bet Audrey had a blinding honeymoon then. Yeah.
Yeah, I thought, what's the drink?
Yeah. So then they go, like you say, the boys go to the Nag's Head and say what had happened, and he's going up for auction. We don't know what it's worth and all that. And then we cut to the auction, don't we, then, at Sotheby's, of course.
Yep.
So it's quite funny, his description, isn't it? The dealer, he goes, it's been in possession of the two brothers who thought it was an egg timer, and everyone laughs, don't they? And they laugh and think, oh, they're taking the
Victorian egg timer.
Yeah, Victorian egg timer, yeah. And I don't know what bid did they start at? They started at a ridiculous 250 grand, is it? Something daft like that?
Something like that, yeah.
I'd be happy with that, but yeah.
Yeah. So Rodney at that
Yeah.
faints straight away, doesn't he, Rodney?
Oh,
I think it's right. Is it Dell? Is it Dell?
Dale faints first.
Yeah. So they take him outside, and Dell goes, "Oh, I come over funny there," and thought, "God," he said, "It's still going on." So they run back in, don't they, while it's going on, and I don't know what I think they say something like £2 million or something. Then Rodney faints, then doesn't he as well?
Yeah, something like he faints at that, and then
Mm.
oh,
It's the
that-
funniest fainting scene ever, I think. Well, both of them, really, if you think about it. I mean, such an emotional moment as well. But at that
It is.
moment, you're just thinking about how funny it is, really.
Mm.
You're happy for them, but
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
a lot of us, when we watched it, we probably thought, like Dale says, something's going to happen. They won't be able to get the money because everything always goes wrong for them. So I think in the back of your mind, you were thinking, well, something's going to go wrong.
Yeah,
Thank God it didn't, but
It's going to be fake or something. That's what you.
yeah,
what
there's
you
never
think,
a happy
isn't it?
ending. And then there's a nice shot before the auction takes place of the van, isn't there, outside Sotheby's? Like he's on double yellows, isn't he? And
it's iconic. It is iconic because of
Iconic.
where it is.
yeah,
It's
yeah,
a
and
very
then,
famous auction house. So.
yeah. So at this point, the audience don't know how much it went for, do they? They're both sitting in the van, aren't they, at this point? And I think Dell asked Rodney, "What did it go for in the end, Rodney?" He's got it like on a. I think he's got it on a letter, hasn't he, or something? He opens the letter out and
Yeah, he does.
kind of reads it, doesn't he? Joe, do you remember how much it went for?
I remember what
quite-
Rodney says before that, and
Go on.
it's about being given to the British Museum or something. And Dale Boy's like, he's like, how much did it go for?
Yeah,
What
who
was
cares?
his final score?
Yeah, and he says, yes, it went for £6.2 million. That's just over 3 million each. And Del does a great line, doesn't he? Well,
Had worse days.
Yeah, we've had worse days, haven't we? Yeah, and then I think, I think Roddy says, shall I go first or you? And Del goes, why don't we go together? And then they start, yes, and the van's shaking, isn't it, and things. If you can see that, I've got the drawing of it there.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
I love the bit when they get the money and then you see what they do with the money. It's where Del gets his like stately home in the country, and you've still got the van in that, but he can't get rid of the van. It's quite funny, isn't it?
He's still got it.
Yeah, still
He doesn't need it anymore, but it's the attachment he has to it, the sentimentality, everything that goes along with it, and the memories, I guess.
It's parked up next to the famous Rolls Royce, isn't it? Yeah.
And is that the
Del 1, isn't it? Del 1, the number plate on the Rolls Royce?
Yeah, Del 1 Del, yeah, something like that. Yeah, because you see I never noticed this at first, but the van, when they go into Boyce's showroom, I've not noticed till recent years, the van, you can see the van outside, can't you, the trotter van? They've gone down in the van when they've got the money, or it's come through, and to look at and then he goes into the office, doesn't he, Rodney? That Rolls Royce, I'd like to buy it. Boyce's like, oh, that's a funny one, Rodney. What drugs are you on this week? And he's laughing, isn't he? And again, a piece of paper, same piece of paper's passed to Boyce, and he's still laughing.
That is, if we did our favourite moments, that would actually be one of my favourite moments, believe it or not.
Yeah.
When Rodney hands over that piece of paper. It really would be. It would be up there for me. I think that's fantastic.
Yeah, it's funny. He's laughing, isn't he? And he's almost choking then, isn't he?
Shuts up then, doesn't he?
Because he can't bear that they've got more money than him. Because he was always the one who made it, and he had a lot of money compared to everybody else. But yeah, I thought that was really good.
And then
he comes an episode.
Yeah, and then Rodney comes out and throws Del the keys, and Del's like, "What's this?" Yeah, I bought it for you. You bought it for me? Why? And it's quite touching. It. Rodney goes, just to say thanks, and they have a nice hug, don't they? Nice embrace.
Yeah.
Makes me tear up every time.
Yeah, nice embrace.
The music as well. And then it goes into da 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 da. I've seen it a lot. And then they go to the Nag's Head, don't they?
And that again is
with Mike.
Yeah, you could hear a pin. You could hear a pin drop when they walk in, couldn't you?
Yeah, that was clever actually. They
Mm,
had the music and then the music stopped. As soon as they went in, it sort of faded down. And then
mm.
Mike says on the Oustel and then the music comes back.
Yeah,
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 and everyone's clapping for him.
yeah. I think it might be Denzel that starts the clapping, and then it builds up. But the last one to clap is Boise, isn't it? Of course.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You know, he's begrudgingly. Oh,
of
everyone's clapping
course.
out. Yeah, better
I
have.
like the last three, but that was the best ending. We'll
Mm,
do that another
Yeah.
time. Should it have ended then?
yeah, yeah,
I
and
like the last three, but I think
mm,
that was the best ending. You
mm,
can't
Oh,
beat
definitely the
that.
best ending.
And I've even said before, like my dad's into it, but he doesn't. He'll watch episodes that are just on the TV. He sometimes thinks like, well, what they lost, he doesn't remember that afterwards they lost the money. He
mm.
thinks that they still won the money at the end. Like,
Mm.
He's in denial. Say he's in denial. Yeah, but yeah, like you say, that's quite good. That um, he says something like, "I'll get the sandwiches, Rodney, because you got the rolls."
yeah,
It's quite funny, isn't it? But then, yeah, like you
Funny
say,
one.
Mike's proper choked up, and it's quite sad and ironic that that's his last scene, Mike's, isn't it?
yeah.
Yeah, you
Um,
don't think of that, do you? 'Cause obviously it was
mm,
unexpected.
mm. Yeah, so we on the slate, Mike, on the house, Del, and but you can see he's quite he's very emotional, isn't he?
Well,
Um,
I think they would have been emotional as well because they thought it was the last one.
yeah,
So obviously they're saying goodbye to the characters, but it fits in so well with them winning the money.
mm, mm,
And they're saying goodbye to their characters. They're saying goodbye to some of them, their livelihood, really, because
mm.
some of the actors, you hadn't seen them act in other things.
No,
I'm
no.
sure he did, but I can't remember him acting in many other
I
things.
can't. I don't think I've seen Raquel in a few things,
Yeah,
and
period things recently I've seen her in.
Mike. Is it Mike Fenton? Seen
Yeah,
him stuff, and a few
in
of the others.
Benidorm he is actually with Boise. He was in Benidorm.
Yeah, and it was in Two Pints for Lager. I was watching that the other day, and I was like, "Oh, he's in."
Was he? What? Mike Fenton Stevens?
Yeah,
How was he?
But
yeah, he's in
obviously,
it.
with Only Fools and Horses, they were paid well, but not compared to like some of the big American shows. I'm thinking of like The Sopranos. A lot of people got killed in that, and sometimes the main actor would give the people who had got whacked money,
Mm,
because he knew that they wouldn't be on the show anymore. They lost their livelihood.
Yeah,
mm.
He did that. James Gandolfini. That was.
that is nice of him to do that.
And then they go back to the flat, don't they? Then I think Rodney goes back to the flat to find Del Boy, doesn't he? In the flat because I think Raquel
Yeah,
to go and find him. And then Albert pops out of the.
I thought you were a ghost.
Yeah, yeah. And then of course he's not cut the phone off, so the phone rings, doesn't it? Which again
yeah.
is great. I think it's Monkey Harris or someone, isn't it? Monkey Harris, no, or whoever. I don't know what it is they've got now.
Trotter's Independent Traders has ceased trading.
Yeah. Can you not hear me over them
Bonjour.
trousers, Del? We're not in the game anymore, mate. Yeah, and he says cease trading. Yeah. And then he says something about the chase has gone, doesn't he? That's what I went for, the chase. Making $1 million. It's over now. I'm a millionaire or something. Yeah.
He was going to miss the chase, wasn't he? Chase the high and the money.
And then they go outside, don't they? Near the garages, actually, which we've seen them.
I like the bit before that when he says, "I was just trying to put some food on the table." I think that's very relevant to most people's lives. Most people live paycheck to paycheck,
Yeah,
and it is about putting food on the table. I think that's a really good line.
it is. And I think especially when you were young and you got to take care of your brother from like a really young age, it put that extra pressure on, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. John Sullivan, I thought was quite clever because he makes it apparent that basically they bought the flat.
Yep.
Because he said because it's a rental flat, it would go to somebody else, and they couldn't technically come back to the flat. So he made it quite apparent that they bought the flat. So he said it was my insurance policy if we ever did come back that we could go back to the flat. So that was, again, he's just,
Although in
thinking of
that
everything.
episode, he is talking about selling the flat, isn't he? Because he says, "Oh, let them keep the carpet."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he's obviously bought it then, hasn't he? If he sold it, he's obviously bought it. Yeah, let him keep the carpet.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Rodney says they won't mind. Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, and then they're going into the sunset. Then we've got to mention that in that episode.
Oh,
Yeah,
gotta be, yeah.
because
mention that.
Because Dell as well is on about one of them's investing in the futures market, isn't he? Might be Dell.
I think it was Dell.
Singapore, Peking.
Yeah, and again, it crashed, didn't it? So they're insinuating that they're going to invest in the futures market, and apparently it crashed not
It did
long
in
after.
real life.
In real life, yeah.
Mm.
So they would have lost the money. And I love that. This time next year, we'll be billionaires, and then the
Sunset.
nice sunset comes up. Yeah, yeah. And then we think that's it, really. Yeah, yeah. It's all over.
But the last moment is from the second to last episode, isn't it? Strangers on the Shore.
The penultimate, exactly. Yeah, Strangers on the Shore. Yeah. So this is the Gary episode, isn't it? This one.
Yeah.
Gary.
I think this is the best one of the three in terms of funny. I do. I really like it.
Yeah,
Actually, I rewatched the first one of that trilogy, and I forgot how funny it was. I think it's because it was sort of after that one, it was a bit of a come down because that was such a great episode, and then but I rewatched it recently, and I was like, that was really funny.
You can't. I've always said this. You can't compare it and judge it to what's gone before it. If you judge it, which you should, as a standalone episode, it's good, isn't it? Yeah, it is good. Yeah, I don't think any ardent fan would argue that it was at its peak. In the 80s, Series 6, Jolly Boys Out, and I think that is where it was at, wasn't it? But it was still very, very good to the end, really, wasn't it?
I think when they started doing the longer episodes, it got better because you could add more into it.
Yeah.
Whereas with is it only half an hour ones, or was it the
half an hour? Yeah.
Yeah, the half an hour ones had to cut off a lot of it. So even though they were funny, you still missed out on a lot of time on it.
Yeah,
but I thought the original last trilogy was excellent. All of them, the Batman and Robin, Modern Men, and Time on Our Hands. All three of them were.
Yeah.
I love all of them.
Yeah. So Strangers on the Soul, we've had Gary, haven't we? I think just prior to this bit, Gary's gone, hasn't he, back to Paris. So I think is it Boise and Denzel are witnessing the van being reversed by Rodney, aren't they?
Yeah.
Into a parallel park, actually. I'm a driving instructor, parallel park,
well,
actually.
Yeah, it's quite interesting with Boise. It's quite bad, but I did this and it's got millions of hits online. But I kind of removed Boise from the scene. That sounds terrible, doesn't it?
Why is that?
How dare you?
I don't know. It just sort of broke it up a bit. I don't know. The whole van scenario of it being reversed in. If you watch the whole scene, there's bits of it where it's Boise and Denzel talking. I think it sort of. I'm not saying it destroys it, but it kind of takes it away from that scene. If you put it all together in one sequence, it's our most popular video on YouTube. I think it's had about 8 million views or something ridiculous. Wow. And all I did was, sounds bad because I love both of those characters, but I removed them from the scene and I just put the scene of Trigger reversing the van, all of his moments, because there's a bit where they talk in the market, and I took that away.
Yeah.
And that's our most popular video online.
Yeah, I think,
up there.
I think Boise says to Denzel, "You are witnessing something about David Attenborough, the trotters trying to reverse their three-wheel van."
That's funny, to be fair.
Yeah,
that is funny.
So I think Dell's telling him something, isn't he? Like, I don't know, turn it right, turn and Trigger.
Hard on your left, Dave. Hard on your left.
And then he gets it, doesn't he? He reverses it in, and then Trigger says,
"Can't park there, Dave."
You can't park there, Dave.
And now it's a saying, isn't it? You can't park there.
Well, when people have crashes now, sounds awful. You can't park there, mate.
You see that online all the time, but this was before that. So,
I see it all the time.
And what does he say? He says, he's got his badge, and I'm a counsellor, and you're near is it the yellow hydrant thing where it's got grit in?
Yeah,
You know,
it's
Icy
grit bit.
conditions.
icy
Delboy.
conditions. Yeah. What icy conditions? He says that Al Pacino, doesn't he, or something, instead of Al Nino, I think it is, or something, isn't it? Yeah. And what about if I give you 2 bread rolls, to buy you 2 rolls and 2 pints, will you turn a blind eye? Are you trying to bribe me? And Del goes, yes. Go
Yeah,
on,
all
then.
right.
Yeah, all right then, yeah. But it is quite a specific scene for the van, that one, isn't it? Yeah, reversing, and yeah.
I think it's brilliant. I love that scene.
It's a good one.
It's just one scene, but it's so good.
Yeah, he's almost give a nod to the van, hasn't he, there? I think John Sullivan. Give it its own little cameo role, if you like. Yeah, yeah.
And you've got 3 of the best characters, really. I mean, the funniest, I would say.
Yeah, they are the funniest characters.
The only 3 people who were in the first and last episode, aren't they?
Yeah.
Del, Rodney, and Trigger. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. The only other thing I was going to say, the last one, Sleepers in Peckham, the last one. Like I said earlier, it's in the last scene, isn't the van as well, when they drive off?
Yeah, they drive off. But nothing really funny happens.
No.
But it's an emotional scene, isn't it? Because Rodney talks to Del about him not being his biological brother. And Del basically says, it doesn't matter, you are my brother. Doesn't say that, but that's what he means, isn't it, really?
Yeah. It's funny, actually, if you watch The Frog's Legacy, it kind of alludes to that in that episode, doesn't it? Earlier on in the show.
I didn't like that originally, actually, when that happened. I was a bit like, no, but now I love it. I think it's really good.
It is a good episode, but like you said, that's when you first hear about Freddy the Frog. And then, have you guys watched Rock and Chips yet?
Yeah, I've seen it. Yeah.
I need to rewatch it.
Because I see Freddy the Frog's mentioned it quite a lot. And it's good to see where who is Rodney's real dad. Obviously, we know who Delboy's dad is, but we see more of Freddy the Frog.
And they were both bad, well, not bad people. Well, yeah, I suppose they were. They weren't like, if you think of, I kind of think of Del's dad as worse, actually, believe it or not, but they were both pretty bad.
Both were bad. But I don't think Freddy the Frog would have abandoned them in a way. If he didn't die, I don't think he would have done what Reggie
It didn't
did.
seem like it from the TV show, but you don't know, do you?
It did kind of tee up, didn't it, that Sleepless in Peckham for Rock and Chips, because you've got the photograph, haven't you, of Freddy the Frog, which is Nick Lyndhurst, haven't you? So
yeah,
it kind of. I think they would have done more of them. Unfortunately, it wasn't for John Sullivan's.
I think they had some scripts as well.
Yeah, I think they did. It would have been good to carry it on.
And I find it sad because I thought the last one was really good. I thought that was easily the best one. And it was like, oh no, well, they're stopping it now. I understand why, but it was a shame.
Yeah, definitely was.
Jesus.
So high quality field there, 10 good scenes, really, isn't it? Yeah, of the van.
Some really good scenes.
Yeah. So what should we do? Should we do 10 to 6? 10th to 6th place, do you think, first?
Can do, yeah.
Or I'll tell you what, should we do 10-9? Say Chris will do 10-9, then you, Emily, then me, and then we'll go back and do 8.
Yeah, maybe do 2. Yeah, that might be 2.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So what's your Chris 10th and 9th then?
Yesterday Never Comes, where the van is replaced by the Rolls Royce, or the other way around, I mean. Yeah, I couldn't, it was quite a subtle one, so I couldn't remember it, if I'm honest.
Okay. Number 9?
Number 9 is Royal Flush. It is a funny moment, but it's one of my least favourite ones, so yeah, if I'm being honest. But it is a very funny moment, and it's always hard to do this when we do this. Yeah.
Well, and yourself, Emily? 10 and 9?
Mine, number 10 is Yesterday Never Comes, because I can't remember it. Like Chris said, it's very subtle, so you can't really remember it.
It's a blink and you miss it job, isn't it? But it is a bit, it's a wry smile one, that is, isn't it? It's like, oh, that's, yeah.
It's a great episode, but it's not one of the moments where the van's like, oh, I remember that part.
And number 9?
Royal Flush.
Oh
Right.
wow, matching.
Right.
Nah,
Again,
Well, the
I forgot
irony of
about
it,
it.
the irony of it, yeah, mine. Yesterday never comes when the van replaces the Rolls Royce. Number 9, Royal Flush.
oh wow, woo,
Yeah,
full
I,
house.
That's the
I,
first time that's happened.
I thought Royal Flush was good though. I do like it when the van shoots past though, and he shoots his gun, and then he turns around and tally ho there, Rodders. That yeah, but yeah. So they're definitely number 10 and 9, aren't they? That's easy then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I could watch it, but it's not really one of my favourites, Royal Flush.
No.
I
Yeah.
mean, my sister put it on at Christmas and I watched it and I did enjoy it, but I was sort of like, this isn't one of my favourites. But she knew I like Only Fools and Horses, so she put it on and I was like, oh, that's nice of you.
But
It's
fans
not,
don't
it's not
like
my
the ending.
favourite.
The fans don't like the ending of Royal Flush because he kind of throws Rodney under the bus a little bit, doesn't he?
Yeah,
Yeah.
and we
Yeah.
spoke to Lady Caroline, didn't we? Not Lady
Victoria.
Caroline. What's her name?
Victoria.
Victoria. I'm mixing this up with something else. Victoria. And yeah, she said that she thought that John Sullivan didn't think of a twist at the end like he normally would because they were running out of time. That's what she said to us. So
Apparently they were editing that. I'm sure I'm right in saying they were editing that Christmas Day. They didn't. I think they were a little bit. Should we do an episode this year? And they left it. I think they left it as late as November to film for the Christmas special. So, like you say, that's why there's no laughter on it either. They haven't got time.
And
Didn't
that
film
Yeah,
it.
that
left it too late.
detracts from it as well, doesn't it? I think those ones without the laughter, are different.
Definitely. Go on then to you, Emily. This time, number 8 and 7. Then
Number 8 is The Russians Are Coming.
number 8, the Russians Are Coming. Yeah.
Number 7 is Tea for 3.
Number 7 is Tea for 3. Okay, right. Okay, Chris, same to you. Number 8.
Well, we're not matching this time. Number 8, Heroes and Villains, Batman and Robin, when they break down. I think it's a great scene, but I think it's more about the costume. I don't think it's so much about the van. The van adds to it because obviously they break down in the van, and there are funny moments with Dale with the lighter and things. But yeah, that's my number 8. At number 7, this could have been higher, but I would, A Touch of Glass for me. It's a great one because it's the best getaway. But there's so many great moments in the van. It's always hard. I've rearranged a couple of them though, because since we've been talking about it.
Yeah,
been sold on a few, yeah. My number 8 is actually Touch of Glass. Yeah, towing the Lady Ridgmere's car and then fleeing at the end. Yeah, great episode, but not judging the episode. We're judging the van there, so that's my number 8. And the number 7, perhaps a bit harsh, but I know Emily's got it as number 8 as well. The Russians Are Coming. Yeah, it did feature quite well in that, but there's some strong ones though later on, isn't there? That's the problem. Yeah. Okay, so go on then, Chris. Number 6 and 5 then.
Number 6, Tea for 3, when the phone's ringing. It is hilarious. I love Rodney's revenge in that episode. And number 5 are The Russians Are Coming. So that's quite high up.
It's quite high up.
I just think it's a long scene and it's very funny. Like some of these scenes in the van aren't very long. This one is long, and the whole scenario of doing the 3-minute warning and they have to belt it like anything to get there in 3 minutes or 4 minutes. 4-minute
Break the
warning.
law.
Yeah. I think that's one of the best scenarios, I'd say, in the van.
Yeah.
And then they get stopped by the police, etc. And everything that leads up to it, and the fact that the nuclear fallout center is on top of their roof, it's just, I love it. Yeah, I love that episode. It's a really good one because you've got emotion in it, you've got hot comedy. It's a really good one. It's an early one, but it's a really good one.
Yeah, a lot of mixed stuff in there, isn't there?
Yeah.
And your number 6, Emily? It was number 6, wasn't it? Yeah, 6 and 5 are we on? Yes, number 6.
Touch of Glass.
Touch of Glass, number 6. I'm doing a bit of maths while we do this as well, so I can kind of work out.
That was good last time when you did that. If you can do it again, I mean, I wouldn't be able to do it, but
Oh God, I failed maths.
I can paint by numbers,
By numbers. Number 5. Emily, number 5.
Oh, Strangers on the Shore.
Strangers on the Shore.
Car
Right.
park there, Dave.
Oh, there, Dave. Right. Okay. So, yeah, my number 6 is Strangers on the Shore. Car park there, Dave. Probably, a bit debating that one because it is good. This might be the first shocker from me. I've got Time in Our Hands as number 5. The Van Shaking.
Oh.
Yes. Yeah. Yep. There you go. I'll tell you what. I'll do my number 4 as well. My number 4 is T for 3. Is that our phone I can hear ringing, Rodney? What about your number 4s, Emily? Your number 4?
Batman and Robin.
Batman and Robin, Heroes and Villains. Okay.
I'm still
Okay,
debating
Chris.
mine, but I'm gonna have to decide, don't I?
Yeah, number 4.
Yeah, I think Strangers on the Shore, Rodney reversing the van. Yeah, I love that.
Okay. Right. Okay. So we're getting there now. So number 3. So go on, Chris. Number 3.
Danger UXD with the blow up dolls.
And that's the first person to mention Danger UXD, isn't it? I believe.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I said they'd all be in our top 3. These
Mm.
next
you
two.
did.
Number 3 for you, Emily.
Dates.
Number 3 dates for you. Right. My number 3. In fact, I've got the highest. Heroes and Villains, Batman and Robin for me. Funny how we all have that little differ of
Yeah.
If we all
Yeah.
matched, it wouldn't be as good, I don't think.
No, it
No.
wouldn't. I was shocked we all got the same number at number 9 and 10.
That's never happened.
No.
No.
No, it's strange that, isn't it? So go on, who's first when number 1? So hang on, who's in the running here? So yeah, you've got Dates, Danger UXD are in the running, aren't they? And Time on Our Hands, really. It's between them, isn't it? Yeah. So go on, top 2 then go on, Chris, top 2. Number 2.
At number 2, Nervous Nearest Dates. And at number 1, Time on Our Hands, the shaking of the van, because of everything it meant to them. And it's the one moment in Only Fools and Horses I would love to recreate with my dad, if I'm honest. I work with my dad. We're builders and we do drive a van. And if I thought, if we ever won any money, I'd love to recreate that moment. I'd love to be like, I won the lottery and this is your half. And I'd love that. Should you go, do I go first or should you? I'd actually do that. If I ever won any money, I'd do that. And I'd do it at work at lunchtime when we're in the van having our sandwiches. So that's number 1 for me.
Hopefully you win some money.
Well,
Yeah.
I doubt it, but that's why everybody's playing the lottery, isn't it?
You never know. And your top 2, Emily?
So my number 2 is Danger UXD. I just love the whole episode. And number 1 is Time on Our Hands.
I'm laughing here because this is right.
You're adding it up and it's quite tight, is it?
Yeah, it is quite tight. So we've got a joint, these 3. So the 3 that are top 3 at the moment are Time on Our Hands. I'm doing this in, I'll do it in chronological order. So not necessarily Dates, Danger UXD, Time on Our Hands. So in second place, we've got a joint second place here. And I've let one of them down. Time on Our Hands, the Van Shaking, you've both got as number 1. I've got it as number 5.
Oh.
So that scores 7 points, really. Yeah. Danger UXD, I've got it as number 2. I think you've got it as number 2, Emily, haven't you?
Yeah.
And Chris, you've got it as number 3.
Number 3.
So that makes 7 points. Dates, Chris, you've got it as number 2.
Yeah.
Emily's got it as number 3.
Yep.
And I've got it as number 1. So that sneaks in at 6 points. So Dates by an election is the...
It's the funniest. I would say it's the funniest moment in the van.
It is the funny.
If you're going for funny, yeah.
Yeah, there's 3. I mean, they're the only 3 in single digits. I think the next one closest then is Strangers on the Shore and Heroes and Villains, 15 points each. So we've got.
And my Heroes and Villains was number 8, so it shows you, doesn't it?
Yeah, I got it as 3. Me and Emily got it 3 and 4 actually. So we got it a bit higher than you. Yeah.
Yeah.
And the other one, Strangers on the Shore. Yeah, You've got it's 4, Chris, 5, Emily. I've got it as
Yeah.
6. So quite similar again. But there's no denying the top 3. I don't think we've all got the same 3 as our top 3, haven't we?
Yeah, we do.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's
So
hard.
yeah. I think dates. Or I've got it as number 1, but I think there's 2 or 3, probably 2 really good scenes with it, isn't there? Probably got more scenes with it than any other
It's
episode.
probably the longest episode with the van as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you've got 3 scenes, haven't you? Like the bit where he kicks the van, the chase, and the police at the end.
Correct. Yeah. So
And
that was
that bit at the end with Nervous Neris, you know, when it all ends, is just so hilarious. Her face.
And definitely my highlight. I suppose it was my van. I drove my van. If you remember, there's footage in there. I drive my van, and she's kind enough to do like a bit of
Acting
dialogue with me, isn't she? And it's great. That was my highlight.
That was very kind of her to do that. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was.
Yeah. The other one, from my point of view, would be the Daniel Peacock one with the drums. Actually, the 1, 2, 3, 4.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah. But I think but being the van as well, that was really good. Yeah.
He's a good
Yeah, I
bloke, though,
enjoyed that
isn't
one.
he,
That was good.
Daniel? No, it was really good. That was a
I
really good
enjoyed
one.
that.
Yeah. We'll have to think of other little things like that. Yeah, maybe other props or whatever.
Oh, there'll be lots of other things we can do. I think the next couple that are in the pipeline are with that fella who does all the locations of Only Fools and Horses, and Adrian. Is it Adrian Pegg?
We've had on before, yes.
Yeah.
Jolly Boys
to talk
Outing.
about the
Sounds
Jolly
familiar.
Boys outing tour that he's going to do.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
they'll be the
Okay.
next 2 that I'm thinking of. But if we can think of others too, yeah, definitely.
I mean, we've still got character. I mean, how do you start with Del and Rodney? Characters. We've got Albert. We've got Grandad still, haven't we? And I think
there's lots to do. Yeah.
Yeah. I
You could do Denzel. There's loads of characters.
Yeah.
Marlene,
Marlene,
Raquel,
Yeah.
Cassandra.
Yeah.
We've got loads, haven't we,
Slate-
really, to do?
Slater a little bit. He did a few. I still can't remember if we've done Boise or not. I can't recall.
We have.
We have done Boise. Yeah, I think we
Yeah.
delayed it, didn't we? And I was thinking, have we done it? We've done Boise, right?
Well,
okay.
you could do the best villains in Only Fools and Horses. I know Slater would be number 1, but then
Oh, definitely.
other villains as well.
Either that or his dad, or Dal's dad.
Mm.
I was thinking of that one as well. I wouldn't do it in one podcast, but a bit of homework for us. If we had all 64 episodes, each of us.
Yeah, we got to do that.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
We could mark them each. So your worst one's 64 or 1, and then we've all got our own opinions. I could tot it up, and then we could even chat about maybe what the top 20 is between the 3 of us. Maybe give
like that.
Yeah, maybe give the viewers a vote as well.
Yeah.
And then that'll be like Strictly. That adds into the equation as well. Maybe, yeah.
Because it gets them involved as well, doesn't it? It gets more people reacting. It's a good one, that.
Yeah.
I would have loved to have seen Del Boy on Strictly Come Dancing. That would have been hilarious.
That'd be funny.
Yeah. What's that guy? He was in a show with Del Boy. He was on Strictly. I posted it about 4 years ago, a Christmas special of Strictly. I think his name's Jay. Do they do up like toys that are broken stuff or antiques that are broke?
Yeah, it's bugger.
It's Jay, isn't it? Someone.
Yeah, my uncle watches it and I can't think of it. What it's called.
They did some shows together, didn't they? I think so. You bring a clock in, don't you, or something? It's knackered, and they'll
they fix it up.
Yeah, restoration. Yeah, repair. It might be repair shop, something like that.
Did a repair shop or a repair show.
Yeah. So he did a Strictly Christmas special with a girl, and the Trotter van's on that, and he's dressed as Del. I think she's dressed as Rodney. It's quite good with the Stick a Pony theme tune. Yeah, I'll have to try and repost that with it being the van as well this week. Yeah.
Okay, I quite like that. It's quite good, that one.
Yeah, definitely.